Now I'm going to call this the Mute the Music Challenge. So if you're a producer, I want you to do what I'm about to do. Jump on your computer, make a tune without listening to it, and then send me a link. You can do a breakdown, you can do a build-up or a drop like I'm about to do, and the best ones I'll put into a video next time and we can all have a laugh, and maybe if you listen to something that's fucking not too bad. So if your mate's a producer, if your mum's a producer, if your grandma's a producer, send this video to them and see what they can come up with. Let's do it. So I had this dream last night, and in the dream, I was deaf. Now, my grandma's pretty deaf, and it had me thinking, imagine making a song without actually listening to it. So for those playing at home, producers have to always constantly listen to what they're making, so they know it sounds good. It's fucking weird, right? I'm going to try and make a banger while not listening back to it. So I've got to turn my sound down so my monitors are off. And all I have to go by is my, I guess, intuition? Is that the word? Alright, let's get into it. We're going to do a build-up and a drop. So with the build-up, what do you need? Fucking snares, you dumb cunt. So I'm going to throw a snare in here. And I know that Kashmir has a nice snare. We've got a hard snare. Because everyone likes their snares hard. So we're going to go like... I don't know which one's what's good. So I'm just gonna go for this one there. We're gonna go hard snare snicks. Hard snare snicks. Hard snare 6. What we might do is chuck another snare in too to make it so it's not just so boring. I mean, to be fair, we don't know how the fucking thing sounds. It might sound like shit. But now what we want to do is get a little bit more hectic and maybe do a double banger there. So then it sounds a little bit like that. See what I mean? Sounds like that. Sounds good. Listening, you can't hear it because neither can I. Get a riser. So we're going to go down over to the risers that we've got here. Where are they? Fuck me, I'm deaf, not blind today. Where the fuck are me risers? All I know is this uplift is kind of good. I think. From memory, I think it sounds kind of good. Now, we're just going to throw a little bit of a bassy thing in here. Just to give it a little bit of feel, you know? You don't want to be standing there with no feel in the chest. You got to feel it in the fucking chest. This one here, and we're going to do the key of D, because everyone loves D. The key D, for those playing at home again, is a good little key. Key D. Now, you've got to always throw an EQ on the D. Now, what we're going to do is get a snare fill for the middle, for the section here. Now, onto our drop. We want a kick, and then we want a bass line. I'm going to go to my good friend Lockdown sample pack and just chuck a bass line in there because I know they sound good, generally. He's actually deaf too, though. Did you know that? His ears aren't real. It's fucked. We need an exhaust. Now, when I say exhaust, I don't mean your 3-inch fucking exhaust on the Holden Commodore. I mean a nice little noise, because that makes a transition. We want a synth. Without a fucking synth, the song is going to sound boring. Now, people who are listening to this or watching this that don't produce, this is what we call a plug-in or a synth. You can make sounds on these fucking things. They're fucked up. They're crazy cool. So this one's sick, and we're just going to do that one. 16. E down. Now we'll try that, and we'll just replicate that a bit, twice, double dupes it. And I'm going to get a rolling bass line to make it sound a little bit faster too. Heavy shit. That sounds cool. That could be good. That could be good. It could be really shit, but it could be good. We're going to do 3s, and we're going to sidechain it. Let's get a vocal in here before the drop. Now, I'm going to go into my trusty splice here for a vocal. We're going to go drop vocal. Okay, so we're going to get a hat in here now. So it's like double. We'll do doubles like that and that. Tit. And then we'll throw a clap in here. We're just going to randomly stop it there. Jungle clap. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Oh, that looks tiny, that fucking clap. It looks like a prepubescent clap. To help change it up, you need a little transition between the drops. Maybe throw in that little thing there for a tranny transition. And we'll get a bass preset. Rolling hard sounds hot. So we'll do rolling hard. And then we'll go double C down here and then back up to D. Rightio, it's a moment of truth. I'm going to chuck my headphones on and we're going to get a live reaction of this masterpiece I've just put forward for you all. So let's chuck it on and have a listen. From the build-up, here we go. Oh, those snares.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Oh! That's sin. I'm really keen to hear this clap. Ready? The clap sounds like this. Good grief, that's better than anything I've ever made before. I just want to just go through here and listen to this clap. That is just, I couldn't have picked a worse clap if I tried. I know we randomly did it, but it sounds like that retarded kid in primary school that used to stick his tongue to the top of his mouth and he'd be like, "Hey, Jono, can you do this? You can't do this, can you, Jono?" Fuck me, and that fucking bass line, like, it doesn't even sound like anything. That is just crap, isn't it? And then we got, I think the best part about this was the transition here in the middle where we've got this too here. That was probably the best part of that whole minute song. Righto, so I'm going to hang up the headphones now and I'm going to quit. You won't hear from me ever again, so it was really nice to see you. Thanks for listening.
Wait a second.